What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Casting Coach. I wanted to kind of explain what we're doing with the review and how we're doing it and how we're coming up with what we're coming up with, so it all makes sense when you're watching these the reviews and what we're doing. I'm going to post some numbers tonight so you'll understand it all kind of tie together. So basically, we've got 4 bats here. This is what we did this week: 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday, and I put together the videos and we posted the reviews. So the first 2 we did were kind of learning curve for me, but I had the phone recording in normal up mode, and the other 2 I recorded in widescreen mode, which came out a lot better, and the heads weren't chopped off or anything else. So we're learning as we go. But again, tell me, message me, leave some comments below what we could do different, better, worse, whatever. What you like or don't like. Message me, let me know, because I want to make these better for us, and if there's any tricks, anything that would help me shorten up the time or anything like that, I'm all for it. So I'm doing this for us, I'm doing it for you guys, doing it for just to get the content out there. And I don't think that there's not a lot of people doing, there's people doing reviews, but most of them are taking like a new bat and they're just doing a review on a new bat, and then they ship it off to whoever ships it to them, and that's it. So the bats I'm putting through the paces here are bats that have been used for the most part, older bats, seeing if they're still good with an ASA ball. And because that question has come up, the certain bats that were good back then, are they still good now with the new tech, and where do they stack up? So that's kind of what we're doing. We picked out like 30 bats of all different varieties to see good, bad, or indifferent, and we've got 4 different people swinging, and these guys are all hit harder than I do. So anytime I have a chance to catch them, and if I can hit a ball as hard as they do, I make sure they know about it. Give them a little rattling. So, but just to kind of go over our format, we get 2 bats a night if time permits and if everything goes well. And what we do is we use the HitTrack system. So again, climate controlled, inside, same system, same balls, same everything. So the only thing that changes is us, right? We're the only variables in all this. But we play one-on-ones is what we do. So Crooked Arrow goes against Jay. They play a game. I pitch to them, and then we record, because that's the game mode. We do a 3-inning game, and then score doesn't really matter, but we take our top 5 exit speeds. And this way, when we're done, the game records all that stuff, the stats for us. So we don't have to look at the screen, each one, write stuff down like that. We just play the game. When we're done, we take a picture of their stat line, and it gives us everything that they've done, and then we can move on to the next one. And then I play against Nick, and then we play a one-on-one, and Jay pitches to us. And again, where the score is not as important. Obviously, you want to get your hits, you get more swings in, and it gives you a higher chance to get your exit velocity, your top 5. And we cap it at 10 swings an inning, so you're not hitting for 20 minutes if you're getting to a good rhythm. We don't want to be there all night. We're only there for a 2-hour block, so we don't want to waste so much time on doing one bat. Figure if you don't get your top 5 within your 10, 20, potentially 30 swings, if you max out every inning, 30 swings, you should be able to get you'll know your top 5 are going to be in there. They should be in there by then. So that's what we do. So when you see us on the video and we're teasing each other and stuff like that, we're playing a game against each other. So sure, we're competitive and stuff. As much as we're rooting for each other to do well, and we're putting our asses into every swing here, and we're swinging out of our shoes, which is pretty much nothing normal for me anyway. If you guys have seen me swing before or know me, I pretty much swing out of my shoes all the time anyway. I have to. I'm a little guy, so to keep up with these young bucks, I have to throw everything I got into it. So that's what we're doing, and then we're taking our top 5 from each bat for each person. So we'll do each person will have their own stat line, and then we're doing a combined average as well. So if one guy really tanks bad with a bat, next guy hits pretty good with it, it'll average out, right? So we're going to do all that. And we're going to see where we're at. So I'll post the numbers up so you can see where we are. Each person, top 5. So their average, their top 5 swings and their average for each one of these. So we did the EST and Cyborg the first night, and then we just did the Patriot and the Outcast on Thursday. And again, the Patriot and Outcast we did at widescreen mode, so the picture's going to be a lot better. We'll be able to see the TV screen on the far right of the picture, and the batters and stuff. And Outcast, we had a little bit of fun there because we were chirping a little bit throughout the night, which is, again, we're always having fun when we're there too. You got to have fun when you're doing this stuff. So what I do is we compression test before we start. when I come home that night, I recompression test and I see where we're at, just to see where these things are. If they're dropping at all during the swings, we're probably putting maybe 100, 150 swings on these things a night between warm-ups and the games, and then so you make sure where they're at. I go home and I clean them. What I use to clean the bats with to get the ball marks off and stuff, check for webbing and cracks and all stuff, is Goo Gone and just a towel. This is my old raggedy towel that I use for these things. I don't use Magic Eraser. I know that people have had problems with Magic Eraser taking off a little bit more than just the ball marks, so I don't use that. It's a little too abrasive, but Goo Gone is what I've been using. And it smells like oranges, right? So win-win. So that's what I use. And just to cover the ball that we're using, I got a couple, we got 2 new dozen here for the tournament that we have coming up on the 18th. Tattoo NX3 ASA 52-300 core. This is a one-piece molded ball. It's not traditional balls. These are like fake laces on here. It's got a little texture to it, makes it easy to throw. These are waterproof, so if you do hit them outside for BP, especially for us like around April time at the beginning of the season when it's still muddy out there, all the snow's melting and the ground's all muck, you just bring this thing, hose them off, dry them off, throw them in your bag, they're good as new again. So but these hit well, these hit hard, and they last, they don't rip. The other balls that are pretty good to hit in cages and stuff, they're just hitting general hard balls. The Evil BP pluses are pretty good, the 52 pluses, but they're not recommended for cages. They rip, the leather covers will rip, they hit the cable ties, the clips, the metal posts, the screen, the pitching screen, any hard surfaces they hit, they rip. These things don't rip. They will after a while, they'll split, I guess, if we've had a couple of them where they get like a cut almost in them when they get excessive use, but they last for a while. You'll get a good 1,000 swings probably out of them, because we hit a lot. So anyway, that's the ball. And I got my compression tester here, so again, I come home, I clean them, test them, and so I have my starting compression number, my ending compression number. We got our stats from our top 5s from each bat, and that's it. We talk about them a little bit, and so we put our numbers together. So just kind of give you an idea of where we're at, how we come up with our numbers, and what we're doing with them. When we get done, we'll have our whole list of 30, and then we're going to decide what we're going to do from there. Whether we're going to, how many bats of that we're going to take. I guess it depends on how close these things are. If there's 5 that are clear cut, miles ahead of everybody else's on their averages and stuff like that, or top speeds, well, then those are the 5 we'll pick from. But if there's a big close field of 10, we'll have to see what the numbers show us, and then also see what time is, how late this is going to go, because we've only got 4 done and we still have 26 more to go. So that's it. I just wanted to kind of give you guys the scoop on how we're doing it, and and we just got done hitting today at the cages. So, of course, me, I stopped at Taco Bell and went home, get my chicken quesadilla. Always gotta have Taco Bell. And the gold gummies. Gotta have gold gummies. Heather hooked me up with these in Texas. All the way to Texas. Got gummies for me. So, alright, so that's it. Just like I said, I'll post the numbers. We can discuss it, talk about it, tell me what you like or don't like about the videos, and hopefully they get better and going forward with your input, of course. So that's it for now. Talk to you guys later.
All right, we made it through 4 bats. So you can see here are the numbers, our top 5 swing averages for each person, and then a total combined average of the 4 together. So like our top 20, I guess you would say, from 5 from each to get our combined average. So we're 4 bats in. Obviously a lot more to go, 26 to go, but we'll post numbers probably each week, and we'll go from there. And I'll throw in some videos like this, like I'll call it like an interview video or an update video along the way. All right, thanks everybody.